Rain fell in cold, sharp needles that evening as Maya pressed her thin jacket tighter around her shoulders. Her backpack, everything she owned now, sat at her feet. She had no home. No job. No family. And tonight, she wasn't even sure she'd have the strength to keep going. She had arrived at the empty bus stop hoping for shelter. Instead, she found a moment that would change her life forever. Because just as she lowered her head, a tiny hand tugged at her sleeve. "Miss, are you crying?" Maya blinked through the rain. 3 identical little faces stared up at her, big round eyes, wet hair sticking to their cheeks, and small coats that were far too thin for the freezing weather. Triplets. A boy. 2 girls. Maya swallowed. "Where are your parents? Why are you out here alone?" The little boy answered first, clutching the hand of his sisters. "Daddy is late from work, again. And the babysitter left early." The smallest sister stepped closer and wrapped a soft scarf around Maya's arm. "You look cold." No one had cared about her comfort in months. The gesture cracked something inside her. "Thank you," Maya whispered. Then, with the heartbreaking innocence only children could have, the second sister looked up and said the words that would shake her to the core. "You need a home, and we need a mommy." Maya froze. She wasn't anyone's mother. She couldn't even keep herself safe. But the triplets, they weren't scared of her. They weren't stepping back. They weren't judging. They were simply offering something she didn't know she could still receive. Warmth. Trust. A place to belong. Chapter 1, When Hope Looks Like a Child. The rain grew heavier. Maya guided the children toward the covered bench and helped them sit. They huddled close to her, trusting her instantly. She asked softly, "What are your names?" "I'm Liam," the boy said proudly. "I'm Lily," said the older twin. "I'm Lila," the younger giggled. "And you?" Liam asked, eyes wide. "Maya." Lily leaned her head against Maya's shoulder. "Maya, don't be sad. Daddy says good people get tired sometimes." Her breath caught. Good people. She hadn't felt like one in a long time. She had lost her job when the bakery she worked at shut down. Her landlord kicked her out when she couldn't pay rent. She had slept in shelters, then on sidewalks, until even shelters ran out of room. But tonight, these children saw her. Really saw her. Minutes later, a shadow rushed toward them. A tall man in a business suit, breathing hard, soaked to the bone, dropped to his knees in front of the triplets. "Liam. Lily. Lila. I'm so sorry I'm late." The kids launched themselves into his arms. He hugged them tightly, panic and relief mixing on his face, then looked up at Maya. Thank you. Thank you for keeping them safe. I don't know what I would have done if." He couldn't finish his sentence. Maya smiled weakly. "They're sweet. They weren't any trouble." The father's eyes softened as he took in her soaked clothes, her thin jacket, the exhaustion in her expression. Were you waiting for the bus too?" he asked gently. Maya hesitated. Then shook her head. "No. I'm just trying to find somewhere dry." The truth hung in the cold air. His mouth tightened, not in judgment, but in concern. Before he could speak, little Lila grabbed Maya's hand again. "Daddy. Maya doesn't have a home." The father blinked. Then Lily added, "Can she come home with us? Please." Liam nodded eagerly. "She needs us." Maya's heart twisted. She shook her head quickly. No, sweetheart. That's very kind, but their father interrupted quietly. "You're welcome to come with us. For a warm meal, at least." Chapter 2, A Door Opens. His name was Ethan Carter, single father, widower, and owner of a small tech repair shop he ran with everything he had. He drove them through the storm to a cozy little house, full of children's drawings, toys, tiny shoes by the door, and memories of a wife he had lost 2 years ago. The triplets dragged Maya inside. "Daddy makes the best soup. And we have blankets. And a fireplace. And cocoa." Maya tried not to cry as warmth wrapped around her, heat she hadn't felt in months. Ethan gave her a towel, a sweater, and sat her at the table while the triplets fussed over her as if she were a fragile treasure. Over dinner, Ethan asked, "Do you have family around here?" Maya shook her head. "Do you have somewhere safe to stay?" "No." He paused, conflicted. Then he said softly, "You can stay here tonight. Guest room. No expectations. No pressure. Just safety." Her throat tightened. "I don't want to impose." "You kept my children safe," he said firmly. "That matters." The triplets nodded enthusiastically. "Stay with us. Please. We already love you." For the first time in years, someone wanted her. Chapter 3, A New Beginning Slowly Forms. One night turned to two. Two turned to a week. A week turned to a month. Maya helped the kids get ready for school. She cooked breakfast. She cleaned. She stitched torn clothes. She fixed broken toys. She even helped Ethan in his repair shop, where she discovered she had a natural talent for delicate work. She laughed again. Slept in a real bed. Began to trust life. But it wasn't easy. Challenges they faced. 1. Maya's fear of being a burden. She had been abandoned before. She worried Ethan would ask her to leave one day. 2. The triplets' attachment. They adored her. They called her their almost mommy. That scared her, she didn't want to disappoint them. 3. Ethan's guilt. He was drawn to her, but felt he was betraying his late wife. 4. The community. People whispered about Maya's past. About her being homeless. Some parents didn't want her near the school. 5. Maya's trauma. She had nightmares, panic attacks, and moments where she felt unworthy of love. But each time she tried to pull away. The triplets grabbed her hands. Ethan stood beside her. And little by little, she healed. Chapter 4, The Day Everything Changed. One afternoon, while Maya walked the kids home from school, a car skidded near the crosswalk. Maya acted on instinct, pushing all 3 children back onto the sidewalk. A reckless driver. A close call. Ethan arrived minutes later, breathless and pale, after the school called him. He saw Maya holding the crying triplets. He saw the tire marks inches from where they had stood. And something inside him cracked. He hugged all of them, Maya included, his hands shaking. "I can't lose my kids," he whispered. "And I can't lose you." Maya froze. He pulled back, eyes full of raw emotion. "Your family. Your home. And I want you here. Not because we owe you. Not because the kids love you. But because I." Lily interrupted with a soft, hopeful whisper. "Daddy, does this mean Maya can be our mommy for real?" Ethan looked at Maya. She looked at him. And for the first time in her life, she felt chosen. Not rescued. Chosen. Chapter 5, A Home, Finally. 3 months later, in their little living room decorated by crayon drawings and cut-out paper hearts. Ethan knelt, not with a ring, but with 3 handmade cards beside him. 1 card from each triplet. On every card was the same message in messy handwriting. "Will you be our mommy?" Maya's heart broke open. She hugged them all at once, tears falling freely. "Yes," she whispered. "Yes. I'll be your mommy." Ethan took her hands gently. "And one day, when you're ready, maybe more." She smiled through tears. "I'm already home." The ending message, strong, inspiring, emotional. Life doesn't always give second chances. But sometimes. A broken heart finds healing in unexpected places. A homeless woman finds a family. A widowed father finds hope again. And 3 little children prove that love doesn't look for perfection. It simply recognizes a missing piece and says, "You need a home, and we need a mommy."